We humans are a complex system, encompassing an inner life and habits of behavior, and our environment that acts as a container for both our behavior and our inner world. Most efforts to change fail because they address one component, but not all three. We will often experience a breakthrough or a new way of being, only to be pulled back into our old normal because we did not have a holistic approach. The first component is heart, mind, spirit, our inner world of beliefs and emotions and our internal motivation. Our inner work is a personal journey, one in which we will never arrive. Let's start with purpose. It's always useful to reconnect with our purpose, our deeply felt experience of that which gives our life meaning. Purpose acts as a guiding light, providing direction and acting as a source of personal power. You're asking yourself, why is this important to me? Then consider intention. What do I want to create? Intention harnesses willpower, energy, and focus, and is a necessary component of any change process. Then consider awareness. What are the shifts I have to make to stay present during this change? How do I stay focused on my internal world during this change process? Who do I want to be about this process? We can't skip compassion. How can I develop compassion for where I am on my path? This is about remembering that we are all whole and complete, and we do not need to be fixed. Take responsibility. We have reasons, we have stories, we have justifications for why things are the way they are. Yes, there may be real-world obstacles we face trying to make change in our lives. In order to meet these obstacles powerfully, we have to garner the power of full responsibility for all aspects of our lives. 2 + 2 = 4. Own your 4. Let's not forget emotional grounding. What if life stopped yanking you all over the range of emotion? What if you can smile at wonderful surprises and shrug your shoulders at devastating news? Do you really have to be over the top excited or deeply disturbed at what you see happening in the world? Can you find your steady place within? The second component of change is behavior, action, and reality. Our habits, what we choose to do and not do, the outcomes that produces, and our ability to be responsible for those outcomes. Let's start with goals. Declaring goals are about translating intention into milestones to keep you motivated and on track. People often confuse behavior and concepts. For example, they will say things like, I am going to stop procrastinating. You can't stop procrastinating. Procrastination is a concept. What do you do when you procrastinate? That's what you have to stop. A good rule of thumb is if it can't be videotaped, it's not an action you can stop or start. Next, your commitments. Learning to articulate commitments and then manage those commitments with others is an important part of the change process. This is what builds confidence and sustains motivation during the change process. Notice, you cannot do this alone. You have to include other people and let them know what you are committed to. Next, consider your practices. What do you repeatedly do? Our habits are unconscious patterns of behavior. To change behavior, you have to consciously practice new behavior over and over again and again. Repetition creates neural pathways in the brain that are the biological basis of habit. We need regular feedback to continue with new behavior. Journaling, coaches, mentors, peers can act as an important part of change. Metrics are also feedback. Consider what numbers you watch in your business, counting how many times in a week you did something, or receiving a report card or an evaluation. You have to have some way to measure your progress. The last component of change may be the most important. Environment and structure. Everything in your external world that makes up your life. Environment has a profound impact on us. To create sustainable change, we will most certainly have to change something in our environment to support the new behavior and awareness of our internal world. Garner support. Reach out to friends. Make new friends. Join the club. Hire a coach. Take the class. Get support. Activities. What activities will support the new change? Is it to be at the gym, or to stop checking Facebook after 7, or to start reading on Saturdays? What activities support the change you want to make? Your schedule. What is the ideal schedule for the change you want to see? What is missing when you look at your schedule? What belongs in your schedule? Relationships. Do your relationships support the change you want to see? What relationships do you invest in? Which ones need less time? Systems. A system is a structured process. How do I manage my schedule? How do I manage my money? How do I manage my energy? How do I manage my office files? How do I manage my house? When planning for change, step way back and look at what systems will be needed to support real change. Creating systems allows for you to do the same thing over and over again, which reserves energy for new behavior. The 3 components of change comes from our Leading Change series. I look forward to hearing how this impacted you and the change you're wanting to make.